live. I had to abandon my plan. I had a whole rig set up here with my laptop and webcam, and I just could not get it to go live, so I had to switch to my phone. So just give me a second here to rig this up. Yeah, just 1 second here. Sorry for this first time mess of going live. Let me just see if we have any, if I can get this on the tripod, that'd be awesome. So let me just 1 second. Sorry, this is brutal. Brutal, hold on, sorry. Once I get it on the tripod, things will be sweet. Okay. Let's see here, there we go. All right. So we're good there? Okay. Let me just double check that we got people actually on here. I'll be able to see the chat if there is a chat. Anybody live there? Can you see it? Can you hear everything? Is everything good? Somebody just wants to fire a chat in the window there. That'd be awesome. I just want to get this down a little bit. I don't know, it says there's 4 people watching, so I don't know. So anyways, guys, thanks. Oh, we got somebody that says looks good. So that's awesome. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining the live feed here tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but should get going here good. So yeah, we had a couple things I wanted to talk about first. I guess first thing is my birthday, so that's sweet. So we'll have a birthday beer or 2. You know, so well, that's we'll do that. Whoa, who's that?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up?
What are you saying?
Hey, thanks for
going on here?
Thanks for joining me, man.
Hey, no worries. What's going on here?
You guys know Jinder?
What the heck? Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah. So what do we got there? Happy birthday. Hey guys, thanks a lot. So yeah, wait, I had an idea.
What's that?
We should play the intro to all my videos. We should play it live.
The intro?
Right here on YouTube.
Your intro, our intro.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Oh look, there just
Oh,
happens
look,
to be
there's
2
guitars.
right here.
Ah, perfect. Hey, you grab one, I'll grab one.
All right, so we're gonna do the intro, the Tootie Howser MTV intro song. Fire that up.
That work? Okay.
Ready? Cut. That was it.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our intro song, and if guys, if you like that little bit of music that I have on the YouTube intro videos, that's actually one of our songs that we do in our band called Mothball, and you can check that out, mothball.ca. If you like that, you can check out all our music there, and that's one of our songs there.
It is. Here, I'll take that away for you.
I'll just put this away for a second.
Yeah, I'll just drop it.
So yeah, guys. Oh, so I guess we should have some beers here.
Yeah, you know, I just came over here. I was just looking for, you know, just to share a beer with you. I didn't expect you to be alive.
Yeah. So we got Double Dead Elephant. It's from Railway City Brewery in St. Thomas here where we're from. So we're gonna crack one of these. This is a 8% strong beer.
This one's nice.
90 IBU for guys that like their hoppy beers. This one's super hoppy. So if you want a glass?
Yeah, okay, let's have a glass. You know, let's not be...
Let's not be savages.
Yeah, let's not be savages. Right.
So is the feed okay, guys? I know it's kind of had to go to my phone. I wanted to not go via phone, but I don't know. This whole thing, I tested it out perfectly yesterday and even earlier today. Did a little test and it worked fine. But as soon as I hit go live, it did not work.
It's weird.
So cheers.
Cheers. Happy birthday, buddy. How old are you now?
44. Yeah. 44. So what do we got here? People saying, oh, happy birthday. Yeah, thanks, guys. So yeah, this is a nice 8% double India Pale Ale for my birthday. Nice.
India. Cheers!
Yep, that's pretty hoppy.
It's good, it's good. Ah. Right, okay, so,
Yeah, so I got some ideas for stuff we can talk about. First time going live, so sorry if this is a little bit rough, because I'm not used to actually going live. I'm used to being able to edit stuff after the fact. But I had a couple things written down we can talk about. Oh, first things first, before we get to the topics, I just noticed this little guy here. Jinder brought this over the other day and left it here just for me to look at. This is actually, somebody made this little model of his bike. You can see that, you know, the giant trance that he rides in the videos. This is like a model replica you got made. Who'd you get it made by?
okay, so, the gentleman, he's on Instagram, and he's from Indonesia. It was $85 American, which is, I think, was a pretty good deal. It's made from 100% recycled products. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Maybe not. But this guy right here. I mean, we'll post a link.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed, I must say.
Yeah, here, I'll pull it out here.
Sure.
And so I mean, that is my bike. You guys can see that the wheels spin. The seat post goes up and down, right? This front suspension, it works.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the rear suspension, it works. You can see it there. See that, boys and girls? Pedal spin.
Nice.
Anyway, that's that. We can move that back there.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. But that leads us to the next topic, that being full suspension. I've recently got the Giant Rain back here. Guys, as you know, full suspension, but I had the Roscoe before, hardtail. And Jinder here has been a big proponent, I guess, of full suspension all along. And I kind of stuck with the hardtail to start with, and I've just recently switched to the full suspension. So I guess the kind of a little topic to start with is hardtail versus full suspension and kind of the advantages, disadvantages, that sort of thing. So I guess I'll start off with the hardtail, right? Oh, sorry, what do we got here? Just making sure. No, everything's good. Just had to check in the comments. So yeah, I mean, I love the simplicity of a hardtail myself. I love the way you feel connected to the trail with a hardtail. But there is something definitely to be said about the full suspension now that I've ridden it. Just the forgivability factor, if that's a word. I can kind of send it down stuff a little more aggressively, and the bike seriously saves my ass. I mean, not completely, because I've still wiped out on it, but it's a little more forgiving.
Yeah, you know, okay, so guys, I mean, I've been riding off and on for about 20 plus years, and I've had a full suspension bike since the 90s. So I mean, I haven't really ridden hardtail. So you know, from what my favorite parts about the full suspension is it just seems to flow easier over top of different sorts of terrain. It provides traction better.
That's the one thing I have noticed. Sorry to interrupt there. Because after riding the rain a few times, I did do a ride a couple weeks ago with the Roscoe, and the one thing I really noticed differently, especially pedaling, when you're pedaling with the seat up, like you're just pedaling over flat-ish terrain, and you're going over roots and stuff, the hardtail really pops you almost off the seat, just over that sort of stuff. Like
Sure.
I find when I'm out of the suspension or out of the seat, I'm kind of like standing up. The hardtail's not that much different because my legs are kind of acting as suspension. It's that when I'm riding the bike seated,
It's when you're seated.
I can almost get like launched off the seat when you hit a root or a rock or something
Right.
like
So
that.
like, do you find it takes you off your line a lot more?
A little bit, but it definitely makes you have to choose your line a little bit more.
Yeah.
If I find the rain, I can just kind of bomb down some stuff. And
Yeah,
it
the
just
bike
takes it.
Absorbs all the. It allows you to ride a little easier. I think. It's
So I got a question, just sorry. Somebody's asking what size is the Roscoe. It's a 21.5-inch Roscoe, which honestly it's kind of a weird size in my opinion because this is a large rain. Even though the rain is a longer wheelbase, I find the Trek is still a hair bigger than the Roscoe, at least standover height. So I don't know if the 21.5 relates more to kind of like an extra large, but not quite, because I also make a 23.5, which I think is a true extra large.
Right, yeah, and actually, you know what? We had an opportunity to jump on a extra large trans.
Yeah, but it seemed like massive.
Yeah, it was. Well, I felt like riding a bus.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't even see the front wheel. It was. I thought.
I mean,
it
we're
was,
both maybe
Pretty tall
like
guys.
a hair under 6'2", maybe like 6'1".
sure.
and
Yeah,
a
we're on
half-ish.
6'2". Yeah.
But I don't
yeah.
think we're quite 6'2", maybe a little bit less.
Yeah, we're a little bit
both
less.
about the same height. You're on a large rein.
I'm on a
large,
large.
sorry, large trans.
Trans, yeah.
Yeah. And I just find the 21.5-inch Roscoe is a hair bigger than a large, but I had a 19.5-inch Trek 3700 years ago. Well, not years ago, just last year, but it was an old bike, and it was a 19.5, and it always felt a little bit too small for me.
Sure. Yeah.
So-
Hey, speaking about your old Trek, tell us how you had the cockpit set up in that.
I didn't have the cockpit set up at all because I didn't know. I didn't know
Boys and
anything.
girls, it was horrible. His brakes were pointed at the moon. I was like, how do you stop this thing?
Well, this was last year when we first started riding with Jinder. I had that old Trek that I brought out, and yeah, looking back, I'm not even sure how I rode it all. It was brutal.
Oh God. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's over with.
So what do we got here?
Questions, reading questions.
I'll just comment. Congrats on the redemption with the drop at Hydro Cut, guys. Yeah, that was the drop at Gus.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks.
That
Yeah,
was pretty slick.
it was. I was okay. I didn't do it the first day.
You
Did I?
didn't do it the first time. You
The
did-
first time, yeah.
You did it later on in the day.
You know what, boys and girls, I'm a bit of a wimp. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like drops. I don't like jumps. You know, he's luring me into it.
Not that I know what I'm doing at all. I'm just not. I don't know.
He seems to be doing fine, right?
I
Do you
think
disagree?
it's a fine line between stupidity and bravery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Well, he did the big jump, and as soon as he did it again. And I was sitting there going, I was videoing the drop. I'm like, geez, man, I kind of want to do it, but I was so afraid. But then I did it, and it felt great.
Yeah, it's honestly, like I was telling you the other day, drops to me aren't as hard as jumps. Jumps freak me out way more than drops.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't know anything like what I'm doing, so don't take anything I'm saying is meaning anything. But drops just seem a little bit more predictable.
Yeah,
Whereas
like drops.
have so much more. Like I'm not sure how much pop I'm gonna get off the jump.
Well, you're
what
just
the
doing this,
what
right?
the landing's gonna be like. And,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, jumps really scare the hell out of me. And
Scare me
I've crashed a couple times. Trying some jumps like at Horseshoe. I still think my ribs are a little bit bruised because of that. But,
Yeah, his crashes are hilarious. Thumbs up on his
what
crash.
do we got here? What's the difference between the rain and trance?
Good
Are there
question.
no-
Good
so what
question.
do we got? One difference between the rain and the trance. One's a trail bike and one's an enduro.
Yeah. Okay. So as you know, I have the Trance, the 2018 Trance 2.
Yeah.
The travel is
Slightly different.
slightly different. The geometry is different. The frame is different too. Visually, the Giant, the top two and the down tube is kind of joined together for quite a long ways until they separate. That's not the case with the Trance. I mean, little things like
But
that.
basically, the main difference is you got the rain's got 160 millimeters front and rear travel.
That's right.
Versus the trance is
150, 140.
So you got
Yeah.
a little bit more travel. The front end, it's a little bit more raked out. You're 64.5
Yes.
degree head angle on the rain, and
Yeah.
the Ross or the
The
trance
Trance.
is 66.
No, I don't think 66. I forget what it was
67.
again. Yeah, it's 67, I think it was. And and it was 73.5 for the
For the seat.
for the seatbelts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And compare that to something like the Roscoe. Roscoe stock is 68 degree head angle.
And 70.
Yeah. But since I've modified it slightly because I got the 130 millimeter fork on there. By my rough calculations, which are pretty rough, but I figured it's about 67.5
Right. Yeah.
head angle.
Well, yeah, because
So it's a touch more slack than a stock Roscoe.
what
but,
about the offset? About the same?
Yeah.
front
yeah,
offset?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, yeah. I mean, hey, do the bikes feel different when you're riding them? I think so.
The rain and the trance.
Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, I haven't ridden your bike a whole lot, but it's definitely probably your bike's better for climbing. I think just because it's not quite as slack. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't have a big problem with the rain climbing, not as much as I thought. Other than the 11 to 42 cassette, 42 is wasn't quite low enough.
It might not be low, and the Trance is a teeny bit lighter.
But you'll see in upcoming videos I've actually already swapped out the cassette on the rain, so it's 11 by 46 now. Because I can't leave
Yeah.
shit alone.
I want you to say an e-bike. Sorry.
What do we got here? So yeah, so that's the new bike has changed him.
The new
Wow.
bike. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm glad someone said something like that. I agree. Like what I find is Jeff was getting quite settled with his Roscoe 8. He was settling in. He was learning and feeling good, feeling confident, right? And all of a sudden he buys this Blue Beast, and then all of a sudden, you know, he feels the kind of like the pressure that he needs to ride harder.
I need to justify it.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
it. So yeah, it has changed him. He's been a little more reckless, as you guys saw.
Well, I don't think they've seen that yet. That video hasn't been posted yet. Next Friday, video coming from Kelso, and yeah, it's
You're gonna love it. It's a beaut.
it's a little bit it's a little bit nuts. And speaking of which, that's a good transition, because I had a pretty crazy crash at Kelso a couple weeks ago. You'll see that video next Friday. So just kind of explain to the guys like what
Okay.
how do you explain
All right.
from your point of view the crash? Because
Okay.
it was I think from your point of view it was more spectacular than
Oh, it was
actually
spectacular.
didn't get hurt at all.
Yeah, it was myself and our friend Josh. We were watching him do this jump. Okay, not to get too much into detail because you're gonna see it next week. But I feel responsible. I kind of egged him on. You know, I was saying some stuff like, "Yeah, you have a reign. I mean, this is your duty to do this for the YouTubers, you guys,
Yeah.
right?" So he did this for you. You'll see it. And so. He spent some time. He was looking at the line, thinking about where he wanted to go. I mean, it was jagged, guys. I mean, it was like a cliff, and there was rocks everywhere. And I was like, I think you're nuts." But gotta give him credit where credit's due. He went down it. I think he went down too slow.
Probably a little bit too slow.
Yeah, he went down too slow. And the rock that we were talking about that could be a problem is the one that he hit.
I think I had like fixation on it once I knew like, oh, don't hit that rock. I hit that rock.
Yeah, it's called fixitis. Pilots have that.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, it was a pretty spectacular tumble down the hill, and this was I don't know if you can see that there. That's the head cap, that custom head cap that I had made for my bike, the stemcaps.com. Kind of got ripped right off the bike and kind of damaged there. So I posted that picture on Instagram, and amazing customer service. Like I just posted this picture on Instagram, didn't email the company or anything, and I get an email from Jason at stemcaps.com asking me, where should he send the replacement? Like for free.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, like he just sent that email to me. I
Wait a
didn't
minute.
ask him.
You didn't even contact him.
No, he just sent me an email.
Wow.
And then, so I was like,
Impressive.
and then he goes ahead and he sends me in the mail, two brand new ones.
Get out.
So I can crash at least one more time now.
Which he will, boys and girls. Oh yes, he will.
So that's amazing customer service.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so stemcaps.com, guys, awesome.
Cheers.
So
Well
yeah,
done.
I'll have to put that back on the rain.
Yeah. Wow. Jason,
Yeah.
right? Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet.
Very
So what do we got going on here?
Just read the comments.
Let's
You-
see, us upgrade on the rear, the upgrade on the Roscoe rear hub worth the money?
Oh, wow. Good question. Good question.
Yes and no. I mean,
Really?
I like the rear hub, the whole hub. It sounds great. Great engagement. I hated the stock hub on the Roscoe.
Hold on. Why did you hate the stock hub so much?
Really poor engagement.
Okay.
I had it. It was making a really nasty kind of gravelly sound, just spinning the wheel.
Oh wow. Okay.
Actually had it fixed once by Trek,
Okay.
and then a week or two later doing the same thing.
Okay.
So then I got the Hope Pro 4 put on the same wheel, and if you watch my other videos, you see the whole fiasco of getting Trek London. Avoid
yeah.
Trek London, by the way.
It was a bit of a mess, I heard.
So getting,
Didn't they grind down your spokes?
yeah, on the inside of the rim.
Who
It's
does
pretty
that?
nasty. I don't know.
Ah, jeez. whatever.
But two wheels, that's the shop you should be going
Hey, big time, man. Those
Uh,
guys are pretty
to.
elite.
So they fixed it up. But anyways,
Yeah.
getting back to the question, was it
Yeah.
worth it? Yes, but then I ended up buying this bike. It's
But then you got another bike.
it's kind of weird timing, but definitely I think it's worth it if you can I got the hub off eBay for $200 US. So that's not a bad price for a new hub, and the engagement is light years better than the stock Roscoe
Yeah,
one.
your stock one was something like 20 degrees, and this one's like 5.
So I can't remember offhand, but
Yeah,
it's definitely better.
Wow. Okay.
So
Well-
I guess if you plan to keep the Roscoe, which I mean, I'm still gonna keep it, it's definitely worth it, but it might not have been a whole lot more money to get a whole new wheel. Not a carbon wheel, but I could have got a whole new aluminum wheel with the hub for maybe a couple $100 more.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Well,
maybe,
you see, boys and girls, I had a chance to jump on his bike, I think last week and take it for a spin around my block. Well, just down the street, really. And I felt it was quite impressive. I mean, the engagement was quick. I mean, it just felt instant, and you know, nice sound too.
it does sound sweet. Yeah, definitely. I miss that on the Rain. Is that hub? I mean, the stock Rain hub's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
Not as bad as the Roscoe, but it's not a Hope. It's
Yeah.
not a Hope hub. So
No, there's hope for hope.
yeah. Happy birthday. I brought a giant anthem between us.
Anthem?
Yeah. So the anthem's sort of the cross country.
Yeah.
A little more cross country than.
I was gonna buy an anthem. You know, I thought about buying one. Hey, how do you like your anthem? Like anthem riders out there, like
I think definitely for if you're against like certain trails around here, like Turkey Point and even the Pines and stuff.
That'd be nice.
It's probably pretty good.
yeah, good climber, probably pretty fast, good accelerate.
I mean, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, if I'm just gonna stick to trails around here, the Trance or the Anthem's probably the bike.
Totally.
But I plan to do, you know, like I've been to Blue Mountain already. I plan to do hopefully some downhill park stuff down in the States. And I just love going downhill. That's what I love doing.
Because he hates going uphill.
I hate climbing.
Well, he'll get better at it.
Yeah. Well, even though I don't know. That's what I think I told somebody. They're like, you know, you shouldn't get a Rain. They suck at climbing. It's like, well, I suck at climbing. I can almost ride anything,
Yeah.
and the climbing's gonna suck.
I mean, we went to Kelso and we saw a bunch of Rains and they're all going uphill.
Yeah, I mean, I did it.
It's fine.
It wasn't.
I don't think it's. There's lots of enduro bikes. You know. I
Yeah.
mean, don't they do that? They race downhill and try to find their way back uphill.
Yeah. I should bring this laptop closer because it's not like it needs to be there.
You got a question there. Someone. We're just moving the laptop. I heard that he had some technical difficulties.
Yeah. Since it's not actually doing anything now.
Yeah. Sorry we're late. Hopefully everyone is tuned in and found the right
What do we
feed.
got here? Happy birthday, thanks. I prefer Specialized. How's your brother? Said that.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So my brother, he's a pro. Actually, it's a funny thing about his bike. Actually, you know, we wish this is probably worth
Specialized does
mentioning.
have some nice bikes, yes.
Specialized, his bike is from England. And hey, why don't you mention how do they have their brakes in England?
Well, I think
The other way
yeah.
around.
Yeah, the guys on GMBN.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or GMBN. Yeah. Yeah, their brakes are backwards.
Yeah. I guess you know he'll be riding it like this.
Yeah. Yes, what else do we got here? I need to order me some. Is there a promo code? What is their promo code for? What am I looking at here? I don't know, I must have missed something. CKY78, that's my buddy Dave that I went to 3-stage with. He's got
Oh yeah. Hey Dave.
He's got an Anthem X. He loves it around here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Dave, how's your shock? Did you get it fixed?
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You told me you took it in to get fixed. Did it get fixed?
Hey, let's talk tires.
Wait, we got one more question about
Oh, okay.
shocks.
Shocks.
Which fork do you prefer? The Rock Shock Lyric? Is that even a lyric? I don't even think it is a lyric. I think
Yeah, that's the Rock Shock Lyric.
No, it's a Yari.
Oh, a Yari. Okay.
It's a
I
Rock
don't
Shock
know.
Yari
So many different Rock
versus
Shocks.
the Fox Rhythm 34. I find them pretty comparable, to be honest.
It's better.
I think, obviously, 160 millimeters of travel, a little more plush. The one thing I do notice about the Fox, and it might just be my Fox, I don't know, you have a Fox 34, but I notice kind of when I'm riding, I get this kind of like a sucking sound, like,
Yeah, I get that too. Like you hear like a.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get that a lot with the Fox. I haven't noticed that at all with the Rock Shock.
Okay.
That's one.
Man, the internal valves, whatever. How
Yeah.
to move the piston.
And I think the lockout on the Fox is a little more locked out. Like when I
Do you?
lock
Okay.
it out, it's
Sure.
pretty stiff. Whereas the I'm not even sure the Yari has a complete lockout. I think it you can just dial back the compression, so it's kind of locked out. But
Right.
I don't think you can fully lock it out. So that's
Well-
kind of the difference.
Well, in all fairness, the Fox is only 90% locked out.
Yeah.
There's still some movement. I find that with my fork. Hey, how do you find your adjustment with your guys' forks? Like compared to the rock shot or the Fox, which one's easier to adjust? Set up, sag, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're pretty similar, but I don't know. What do I know? Nothing.
I was hoping you'd follow more than that.
So, question we asked about the anthem earlier. Another guy sending it softly there, which is another local guy. He's local around
Hi,
here.
Amy.
Yeah. He says the anthem are very nimble, climb hills like cats, and accelerates fast. But it turns on a dime, which is great for tight sections. But on downhills, if you cannot control the anthem, it will kill you. So it sounds like I don't want an anthem.
Hey, that sounds like my old Proflex.
Yeah, you had an old Proflex 957.
957. Hell, who out there knows who Proflex is? If you do, cheers, thumbs up. You guys know your bikes.
Speaking of the Proflex 957, last fall we rode. This was funny because this was my very first ride I did last September. Maybe not the very first ride, but the very first ride in a long time. And we were out. I had my old Trek, and you had the 957.
Yeah.
And we're just going down we were at Turkey Point, and it was just a connector trail. Like, it wasn't even like a real trail.
Yeah.
And I think I said something to you like, "Hey, is that where we want to turn?" And you must have taken your eye off the trail for like a second.
What happened there was we were flying down this access trail. I must have been going like 50 kilometers an hour. It felt like it anyway.
Yeah.
And the Proflex 957 is it's a cross country racer back in the 90s, half carbon, half ultralight aluminum. So I'm flying, and he said something to me. So I look back. Yeah. I'm looking at him going this way. My tire dives. I hit my front brake for some stupid reason. I don't know what happened. So I'm going head over heels. I'm trying to unclip, and that's not get us to the next section of this conversation. I tried to unclip. I couldn't unclip. I used clipless pedals, and I crashed. I didn't blame the pedals. It happened so fast. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't ready for it. Somehow my hand locked the front brake. And anyway, leads on.
Yeah,
I had a big crash.
Yeah. But it was a funny thing to talk about clipless, because I was clipped in at the time too. I had clipless pedals on that old Trek, and so he crashed, and I panicked and tried to slow down in time, which I did, but totally forgot to unclip, and of course fell over.
Yeah, it almost ran over me.
Yeah,
that hurt. Ever since that day, I've been kind of haven't been jumping and being daredevilish.
Yeah, but yeah, it was funny, but yeah, to talk about clips and flats. That was kind of one of the topics.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to talk about at some point tonight, but we can talk about it now.
Whatever.
So you're a big clipless
I am.
proponent, and I used to ride clipless for a few times last year, but I swear every single time I rode, I crashed, and it was 100%.
You didn't give it enough time.
I gave it enough time. I'm
no,
so much
two
more...
rides. You need more than that. Hey, why don't you tell the story when we were at Kelso a little while back, and
Oh wow. Yeah, we ran into a guy that was he decided to try clipless for the very first time at Kelso. And I don't know if any of you guys know Kelso. I'm not sure that's the best place in the world to try clipless for the first time.
No, there's rocks everywhere. And he fell on a rock garden.
Yeah, it was kind of like, I don't know if you guys have gone to Kelso. There's the extreme trail there. There's one section, and it's pretty wide. There's two different lines of rocks. And he was coming around the one line, and we were coming the opposite direction. I think we were going the right way. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way there on that trail, but
there's no right or wrong way.
It felt like we were going the right way.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's coming the one way, and I decided to take the other line. And I don't know if that freaked him out or whatever. I don't know if it did or not. But anyways, he wiped out hard on the rocks.
Hard. He fell down, and I heard a crash, like a bone shatter. And he's like, "Oh, I'm all right." And then you crashed at the same time.
I did too.
Only because to avoid him. It was kind of like a chain reaction sort of thing, right?
But I wasn't clipped in, so I didn't hurt. I just jumped off my bike.
Yes, and he says, "Oh, this is my first day being clipped in." And I'm like, "You shut up. I'm trying to get him back into this thing."
I can see the advantages of clipless because I do remember riding them and definitely going uphill and stuff. I feel like it can help you. And maybe you do feel a little bit more connected to the bike, which I could see the advantages
I do.
of.
I can throw it around. But hey, what are our viewers saying? Do you ride clipless or do you ride flats?
But yeah, I don't know. I can see the advantages of it, and I've toyed with the idea. Like, I have a whole drawer full of clipless pedals over there of going back. But man, some of the stuff that I try to do, I am like on the edge of my ability as it is. I don't need that extra split second to worry about unclipping myself.
I agree with you there, because we went to the Bruce Peninsula, and I had clipless. I had my clipless on, XT trails, and some of those rock gardens, I had a hard time riding on them. Just
All right, this is back up here. We got a whole bunch of.
okay, we're gonna answer your questions right now, one by one, folks.
Well, maybe.
Just hang in there. Grab you some
So
beer.
somebody's saying they're looking for a mid-travel full suspension. That seems to be pretty popular. I mean, the new 29er Trans is pretty slick for mid-travel.
Yes, it is.
If it wasn't kind of outside my price range, I was seriously considering that. Some other mid-travel bikes. I don't know what your budgets are, but the Evil just came out with the Offering.
How much is that?
I don't know, like $6 grand or something.
Come on, that's too much money, man.
But
That's
it
not
looks
$6 grand.
awesome though.
Yeah, well, they make good bikes. Hey, are those American bikes? German?
I don't know.
Sweden?
I mean, the new
I don't know.
the new Stump Jumper is I think about 150 millimeters. It's kind of mid travel. It gets great reviews.
Hey, so
The
you.
Trans, I mean, those are all good mid travel.
Yeah, it's kind of
Full
hard to
suspension
beat the
bikes.
Trans. I mean, the Trans 29er. I mean, I heard people say, "Oh, you know what? It's only 115 mil. That's not enough." But guys,
The reviews say it rides like a way more travel than it is.
yeah, I'm down to
So,
try one.
yeah.
Two wheels will just.
I'm
sure
hoping 2 wheels will hook me up.
Well, I'm sure
Hook
they
me
will.
up, 2 wheels.
Of course they will.
And
What
we got
else?
Here? So we got. When are you coming to the Don? I assume that means Don Valley Trails.
Oh yeah.
I do want to check that out, but I definitely think I need a guide there because I look on Trail Forks and I don't even know where it starts or where it ends or what the good trails are or what. It seems a little bit daunting to me just to show up there and ride by myself. Or
Well,
even with somebody that doesn't know what they're doing there.
where do you start? Do you start down by the city or do you start way up by the 401? I don't know.
So that's what I mean. So definitely want to check it out. It's got
Yeah.
some cool looking videos I've seen online, but
We'll check it out for sure.
definitely think somebody's got to show me around there.
Yeah, guys, help us out. Maybe just drop him a line, and I'll come out there too.
Dave says, oh, he got the shock fixed.
Nice.
Got it back, bigger air can than the original. 2 wheels for the win. 2 wheels for the win.
I tell you, Two Wheels is on the roll, man.
They're a great shop.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Brendan at Two Wheels.
What do we got here? Wow, like Apple and Android questions. Yeah, same like Fox and RockShox, kind of like Apple.
You know
and
what,
Android.
guys? I mean, there's not
Can't
a lot
really
of
go
difference.
wrong, I don't think.
No, they're both great. I mean, I think it just comes down to your budget and on just how good of a shot you want to get.
What do we got here? Happy birthday. Thanks, guys. Another happy birthday.
Happy birthday, 44 years. You know, I've known this guy since
Dave-
grade 1.
Dave comments on his Anthem X saying
1980.
it's like a school bus on tight corners.
Long time.
Yeah, says the Anthem X is like a school bus on tight corners. It's a 29er, he says so.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's not a good comment.
No.
A school bus on tight
No.
corner.
Yeah, that's not good. Really? Wow, I never quite thought that would be.
Well, it's 29er. It's
Hey, what about 29er against 27.5?
I don't know. I was really on the fence. It basically came down to budget for me. I got such a good deal on the Rain that it kind of made me get the 27.5. But I was seriously like 29s. I think have come a long way.
Giant doesn't make a 29er enduro or downhill bike.
No, they don't.
No.
But I'm just saying, like lots of people do, and
Yeah.
I think the 29s have come a long way. I think when they
They have.
first came out, they were a little bit unwieldy. Maybe I don't know. That's at least
That's true.
At least I've never ridden one, so I can't say. But based on what I've read online,
All the tweets of the geometry of the frame
like
and
you look at
offset
the old
and-
Trans X or whatever it was, 29.
Yeah.
That looked weird.
Big difference compared to the new one today. Yeah, that's true. That was 2014, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So yeah.
What else is there, Jeff?
Sending it softly. He's got a 27.5-inch Anthem.
27
Good
and a
work,
half.
boys. Look sharp.
Thanks.
Sending it softly is a flat pedal fan, 510 shoes. Exactly.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, I'm more of a clip, whatever. I mean, look, I
Bike
like being
Canada
clipped in. I can
says-
throw the bike around. I feel connected to it.
He's
I've
still
been,
rambling on about that.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just letting them know. I mean, I've been riding it forever. I feel natural in them. I can unclip
Well,
before
hey,
crash.
Speaking of clips,
Goodness.
what
Let's treat it quick.
what What clips do you have on your shoes? Because I know there's two different ones. There's the
there's the
unidirectional clip and there's the multi-release one.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I switched actually to the multi-release one, thinking that would help, and then I didn't even give it a shot.
No, okay. No, I just have the one directional. I have to go like this and pull out. But I've been riding that forever. I mean, I'm riding them forever. It's what I feel natural to. I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta beat me up. Beat me up.
Like I know BKXC, which is a big YouTuber guy. I don't know, you don't follow YouTube as much as I do, but everybody probably knows who BKXC
Yes, I
is.
do. I know who he is.
He uses clipless. He's a big clipless fan.
Nice.
And he uses the multi-release clip-ons, and he's a big
Sure.
fan of those because he can pretty much get out of them pretty easily. I
You
guess.
can get out of them. You can get out of the single ones too.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like it 'cause I can throw the bike in the air. I'm not a big trail rider. I mean, I can't do huge bunny hops, that kind of stuff. I just can't, man. I haven't practiced, whatever. But I find it's a little easier when you clip in. You can just throw a little bike around. That's all. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. So what do we got here? Biking with Panda says, I've never been to Kelso. Well, you got to check it out. Although I'm pretty sure following you on YouTube, you're now in BC, or at least you've gone there. So it might not be as cool as.
Oh, BC would be nice.
It might have come back to Ontario, and it might not be very cool.
You come back to Ontario,
yeah.
You'd be
But
like, what's this?
I mean, I like Kelso. It's got good flow. It's got some nice little rocky sections here and there, but I find them mostly rideable. Although, like some of the rock positions are kind of in weird spots, and it kind of makes it hard to get through without pedal strikes unless you're way better at bunny hopping and stuff than I am.
Yeah,
but
we are.
Yeah, but I like the two little downhill runs.
Yeah, snakes and ladders, and
there's three actually, 3 or 4, but there's snakes and ladders, digger downhill.
The one that we did,
broken
spokes.
More like broken face, but
yeah, he broke his face.
And then I think there's another one we haven't tried, but they're pretty cool. They got some cool jumps and stuff, which I don't really hit.
Yeah, the only part that sucks is going back up.
Yeah, but it's probably not as bad as some other trails. I mean, I think three stage was a way worse to climb up.
Yeah, 3-stage. Yeah, well,
Kelso in Mike, I think it's kind of like a mini 3-stage. I've heard mentioned.
Yeah, okay. 3-stage is pretty hardcore. I mean, I didn't ride it with him. I rode it with another Josh, and we rode it in the middle of a storm. I mean, we were up there. It started to storm. We were already in the trails. We didn't want to stop. It was pretty rough.
So I got a comment. You should definitely check out the Dawn trails.
Okay.
Also hit Dagmar Trail at Durham.
Where's that?
I don't know, but he says, I think you've hit almost every other good spot in Ontario. Well, pretty much.
Pretty much.
There's a couple I think on my short list that I still would like to check out.
We haven't tried Dufferin Valley, have we?
Dufferin
Forest.
Jefferson
Forest.
Albion Hills.
Albion Hills. I think I went there with Rick Luding.
And I'm on the fence about Waterdown. I've heard I know there's a cool
Waterdown.
jump trail there, but I don't know about anything else, and I don't know.
Yeah, you jump over a river?
Yeah. Cap jump over a river. That's
What
pretty
the
cool.
hell? Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if anybody's been to Waterdown, what you guys think of it, if it's worth the trip down there. It's not that far away. But speaking of which, we had this conversation earlier. I think like London, St. Thomas area has got to be maybe one of the worst places to live to be in the mountains.
I don't know what's going on.
Maybe not the worst, but it's not good.
Chatham's not good.
I mean, we have to drive at least
Minimum an hour.
Minimum
an hour one
to,
way.
to get anywhere half decent. And that's only half decent.
What's up with that?
The hydro cut's pretty good, and it's about an hour away.
The hydro trail is phenomenal.
Yeah. That's probably the best trail system within an hour.
Easily. What I like about the hydro trail, and I think you would
One
agree
direction.
too. One direction.
You never have to worry
One
about running
direction.
into anybody.
Yeah, you don't. Exactly.
Not the band One Direction, just One Direction. Sorry.
Oh, and another thing I like about the hydro trail, it's free.
Yeah.
It's really well maintained, right?
They got a new trail there we have to check out.
Yeah, Bunny,
Fluffy Bunny, I think.
Fluffy Bunny. I like them. They're good. Good place to ride.
Turkey Point's good too.
Yeah, sure.
There's actually a lot of trails there I haven't even ridden yet, so we should go back there.
Well, there's 75 kilometers of trails in Turkey Point.
Yeah.
Right? I wish it was closer, man.
Yeah.
Why doesn't London have a big trail system?
Well, I mean, they got Bowler Mountain, which
Come on.
I've hardly ridden. Actually, I haven't even ridden Bowler
we
Mountain.
need
properly.
more.
Fanshawe is okay,
It's okay.
but you have to pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay. There's people walking the other way. You end up getting collisions, and someone's dead.
Yeah, so definitely need some closer trails.
Yeah, let's play some more music.
What do we got here? Oh, shit. Sorry.
Hey, have you mentioned Mothball?
Yes.
Okay. Mothball.ca. It's our band and my brother, Sarv. Hey, you know what we should do?
Playing with says he crashed on a rock garden in BC. Tore a few muscles in my left thigh.
Okay, someone got hurt in BC there.
Yeah,
Hit a rock garden. Hey,
uh,
were you on clipless or not clipless? Flats? Hey, you know what? When I was riding in the 90s, pretty much everyone ran clipless. I mean, there wasn't any flats. At least I didn't see any. And all of a sudden, you know, in the last, 10 years or so, flats are making this big comeback. Do you guys find that?
Flats?
Yeah.
At least, I don't know. I find like on the YouTube mountain bikers, flats are pretty, like I'd say 80% of them ride
Really?
flats.
I wonder why.
I mean, for me personally, I just don't want to worry about I have other things I worry about, just not
Yeah, I
crashing.
can understand if you're on a BMX, you can do tricks and stuff. You can get out and do all these.
But I mean,
whips.
I remember last year going clipless. Now, granted, I was still really new to the sport, but just that fear of not even wanting to try an obstacle because,
I understand.
because I was clipped in.
You're right. You know, when you're
Right.
starting off, it's not easy. Yeah.
Like maybe eventually I'll go back, but
He won't.
I just like that
He's not going back.
to bail. And I've had to bail hard this year.
Yeah, actually, boys and girls, he doesn't need to be on clipless.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's already
Yeah,
he's barely alive.
Yeah, I'm thinking I can make a good crash compilation by the end of the year with
Yeah.
all the stupid crashes I've done.
That's right. That's right. He's doing this for you guys.
What else do we got here?
Sacrificing himself.
This John Tabone would be happy to be our guide at the dawn.
Thank you, John
He
Tabone.
says start at Loblaws at Redway.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey, maybe we can get a big group ride there. You know,
Yep.
come meet Tootie Helger and his sidekick. I'm not your sidekick. Yes, I am. What else, Jeff?
I don't know. I think
You guys have any questions? Where to get the shirt? Amsterdam. I went on an Amsterdam trip with some work friends. A super cool boss, Chenrith.
what's your opinion on Canadian Norco bikes? I don't know. I think they're great. I mean, I think any of the big bike brands are good, like Norco or Rocky Mountain or any of them. And
That's all there is there?
What,
CCM?
I'm saying any of the professional bikes.
Okay.
I think Norco kind of got a bad rap maybe in the 90s or early 2000s because
In the 80s.
Wow.
Norco,
I-
man.
I-
They're a Canadian.
I had a Norco.
I know.
It was awesome.
Was it what's the blue mats?
Yeah, the chrome one.
Yeah.
Chromoly. It was all chromoly.
Blue
BMX.
mats. It was like $299 in 1985.
Yes. That was expensive back
It
then.
was hugely expensive.
Anyways,
Sorry, go ahead.
I think Norco sort of got a bad rap because they at one point you could like buy Norcos at Canadian Tire or
Yeah.
Walmart or wherever.
Yeah,
Right.
they weren't cool back then.
But I mean, looking at them, I think they're just as good as anything else out there.
No, yeah, they are.
My other buddy Dave, I have two buddy Daves.
Yeah.
He's got a Norco. And
Nice.
He loves it.
Right on.
So yeah, I don't know. I've never ridden one. I wouldn't be opposed to riding one.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well, you know what? I hate to say this, but
You're biased.
I'm very biased.
This guy doesn't like things just because.
Listen, when I was a kid, Norco was kind of goofy.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're not like that, boys and girls. 'Cause you are.
Best advice is to hit a demo day. Yes.
Demo day. Okay, moving on. Next questions.
Oh, Dagmar is part of Durham Forest.
Oh, Durham. Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. Yeah, we got to hit that up. It was definitely one I wanted to do.
Any
what-
plans for winter? I suggest we grab some beers and rent some fat bikes and hit some trails. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm all for fat bikes or trying them out.
Fat
Again, Ginger's got some pretty jaded or polarizing opinions on fat bikes. But,
I wouldn't say polarizing. I would just say justifiable. Okay, well, look. I mean, listen. I don't have a fat bike, but I did ride my trance with my buddy Mike Smith last year in the winter, and I know it's not a fat bike, but it was horrendous. I couldn't do anything. I was slipping and sliding, and I didn't find it fun. I don't know. I was sweating. I was cold.
That was
I
a
don't know.
trance,
My
though. You
my
have
shoes were wet.
2.4-inch tires.
I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I should just shut my mouth.
I definitely want to check out a fat bike and definitely be up for renting one because I don't know if I want to buy one because I don't know if I'm going to love it that much because there is that being cold factor, which as fun as it might be mountain biking in the snow, I'm not a big fan of being cold. So
No.
I'm not sure how that's going to work.
That's the main thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, boys and girls, in a couple more years, we can't call them fat bikes.
But I'm
It won't
honestly
be politically
going
correct. We have to call it, what would we call it? We can't call it fat bike.
weight challenged.
Yeah, weight challenge bikes.
I'm gonna try out the Roscoe in the winter. 2.8s. I know it's not really fat, but it's a little bit thicker.
What are you calling fat?
And it might be okay as long as it's not like super snowy.
Yeah, try it out.
I'll try
Hey,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, do you think he should transform his bike right here, this one right here, the Roscoe Pico train, into a fat bike?
It won't work though. I can't put any wider tires on it.
Oh, the chain stays?
Yeah, especially the rear tire.
What is it, 2.8?
Yeah, I could put a 3 on the front. That's about it.
Yeah, you can do 3. You can do 3 point.
Oh,
Oh.
but yeah, I don't know.
3.0.
I want to try out some fat bikes for sure.
Yeah. Are there any other questions there before we go on to the next portion of our video?
Biking with Panda says,
Biking with Panda?
yeah,
I like that.
is-
This beer is
He
good.
says there's a crazy downhill trail at UWO campus.
Huh?
Really? I'll have to check that out.
What?
I don't know. Dave has sort of mentioned to me about there being some trails around Western, so I don't know. I haven't heard about anything downhill there, but
Western University?
the
Trails?
crazy- and this is coming from
Wow.
from yeah,
This beer is good.
like with Pandas riding flats. He's the one that crashed, hurt his leg, so he's riding flats.
He's running flats? Yeah, well, you know, it's preference, guys. I
Dave
mean,
says flat pedals
I
win
like
medals.
it. I don't. I like it.
Hear that?
What?
Flat pedals win medals.
Yeah, flat pedals also destroy shins.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen his
My
shins?
shins, man, they're messed up. I have like a hole I think in my shin somewhere.
Yeah, well, you know what? Whatever you guys like. You like flat pedals, you like no pedals, whatever, man.
All right, what do we got here?
That's it? No more questions? Come on, guys.
We got Biking with Panda says, I'm gonna put 3 gimbals on Jordan Boostmaster all at once. Where should I place them? If you're gonna wear 3 gimbals at the same time,
Good grief, the
I
battery
guess-
life on that guy, man.
I guess chest
Chest?
view is the best in my opinion.
Chest, maybe
Helmet.
one on the helmet,
And then,
the handlebar. I don't know. Maybe looking back at the,
or actually,
looking back at
maybe
you.
helmet would be cool. If you could prop one up and like it would probably obstruct his vision, but one kind of out front and getting like rider face view would be kind of cool. I don't know.
Dude, 3 gimbals, man. That's hardcore. Jeez. Yikes.
He says, John says, I'm heading out now, but feel free to message me if you want to hit the dawn. I'll be riding next Saturday. That might work.
Saturday. What's next
Or Monday,
Saturday?
weather
Next
permitting.
Saturday is the, okay. All right, well, what's next?
He says, reason he crashed was because of horrible wet conditions on Mount Frome. It's a gamble whether the rocks will be grippy or a root will throw you. Yeah, sounds amazing.
Right.
Yeah, sounds scary to me.
Yeah.
And we got, what gimbals do you recommend? Well, I've actually been using 2 gimbals. I'm down to 1 now, but using the Evo SS gimbal's been great. I'm also using a Remoview S1 gimbal, which was okay until a couple weeks ago, which is another video you're gonna see that I kind of went for a swim in the river, the whole bike, remember?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're gonna love that. So we were riding around, can I give him a bit of a story?
Sure.
Yeah, okay, so when we were kids, we had BMXs, and in St. Thomas, there's a system called Dalewood, and it's an if you extend out, it goes to this place called Suicide Hill, and I wonder why it's called that Suicide Hill.
I think it's because people, especially back then on BMXs, going down it.
Oh, yeah,
sort of
yeah,
seemed
okay.
Like it was
I
suicide.
thought it might be because.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we found it. We thought we found it, but it was wrong. Whatever. And then we
Yeah.
eventually found it.
But
And,
at one point we had to cross a river because we were on the wrong side of the river and
Whoa! It's not a river. It's just a creek.
okay, it's a
Okay.
creek. But I thought I could just ride across it. Apparently not.
No. And the guy was mocking me. I didn't want to ride it. He's like, "What are you, a mouse? What are you, a man or a mouse?"
But anyways, Point is, my gimbal does not work
Yeah,
anymore.
he crashed.
Yeah. Surprisingly, the GoPro, which was a Hero 4, it wasn't even in a waterproof case, and it still works. So that's good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So that just shows you that gimbals are for his system probably not good.
I have how's the wheelies coming? Well, I actually went out today to do them a little bit just for fun. They're coming about the same. I don't know. It's that it's hitting that balance point. It's so freaky. Like I feel like as soon as I have it, it freaks me out and then I lose it. Like you really got to get back there to get that balance point, and it's kind of a scary feeling, and you got to get over that. I don't know.
There's a guy on YouTube that challenged himself. He had 7 days, and he wanted to do a wheelie that was 100 meters long, and he did it 7 days. I don't know, some guy in England or something.
Yeah. I think
Look at the size of that earwig.
Oh.
Ah!
But they're coming along. I try to practice them every once in a while. Actually, Daily Mountain Bike Rider had a great tip on a video last week or something about giving a pump to the suspension to get it up. Like when you're about to do the wheelie, do your pedal kick, push down on the suspension and pop up. And that definitely seemed to help me to get to that point.
It seems complicated.
Instead of pulling,
too many steps.
Instead of pulling,
I see.
You're pushing, and the rebound of the shot of the fork is helping your front end come up.
Okay, sure.
And that definitely helped a little bit. It's still scary to get to that balance point.
You see, it's one thing doing a wheelie on flat surface. It's another thing doing a wheelie going downhill. Another thing doing a wheelie on a trail that's rooted.
Yeah, well, I don't even care about that. I just want to try it.
Maybe you don't care about that. Then why are you doing them?
Oh, Dave wants to know, is Jinder coming out to the slalom races next year?
Who?
You. Dave wants to know if you're coming out to the slalom.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Dave. You know what? Look, I was meaning to, Two Wheels has an event at Boulder Mountain.
Well, yeah, I've posted a couple videos.
Okay, yeah. So you probably know. Brendan's been asking me to show up, and I really wanted to. I just got tied up. I mean, my wife had work. I mean, I'm not making these excuses up. They're real, but whatever. I mean, things happen in life. I got a young kid, and got a wife, and the mortgage, and
So I have all that stuff to you. It's just a slalom race.
I know.
Anyways, you should come out.
Okay, I will next year for sure. Thank you,
It's
Dave.
fun.
I'll be there. 100%.
What do we got here?
We should do a big group ride. The end of the year, big group ride. Where do you want to ride? Turkey Point? Nobody cares.
Lock out that rear shock. Well, I find, speaking of locking out the rear shock for wheelies, I find using the Roscoe for wheelies way easier
Right.
than the Rain.
Well, it's an enduro bike, so
So,
it's meant to go downhill, not do
Yeah,
wheelies.
I definitely seem to do better job.
But okay,
Roscoe doing
if
wheelies.
you lock it out, is that just? Would you have time to lock it out going down a trail and then doing a wheelie? I mean, what? I don't understand.
What's that?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think it's kind of a progress thing. They say
Get comfortable at it.
you should learn how to
use
how to do wheelies.
Sure.
Then you progress on to manuals, and then bunny hops. And
What about automatics? Sorry.
But I can definitely see the motion of a manual and stuff like that being useful on a trail to get that front wheel up.
Absolutely.
Over things like that
I do
stupid entrance to Adams Run at Hydrocut.
It's a bit dumb, eh?
Well, I don't know.
I know it's a filter. It's like this rock. But it's this hot.
The filter's like 90% harder than anything on the trail.
I know, it's stupid. I don't know. That's the only thing about Hydrocut that I think they have to just kind of modify. There's not even a way around.
Well, I did it there. I did last time.
Yeah, and a big snap on your chain ring.
Well, chain guard for the wind.
What? I don't have a chain guard. What about me?
What do we got? Hydrocut or Pines for a group ride.
Yes!
Cool.
We gotta do a group ride, guys. I'll let you guys organize it with Jeff here.
Yeah, that's
And
still.
then-
Speaking of organizing stuff, like YouTube, because I'm like 4 videos behind on YouTube because I'm only posting 1 video a week. I'm sort of building a backlog.
Well, we can do a live thing. Say, guys,
Yeah, that's
we're
right.
going live.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of a way to organize something a little more real time because I don't have a community tab.
You have
on
a
the
Facebook?
tab, but hardly anybody actually likes my Facebook.
Okay,
or
guys, like this
Instagram.
Facebook, and then we can keep up to date, and then we
Yeah.
can get a group ride going. And then you can meet me, you can meet this guy, whoever he is. I'll sign all your autograph. I'll sign. This guy can just kind of hold my paper.
And I got lots of stickers too for you guys if you ever do meet up somewhere.
Yeah, there's Jinder Hauser.
Yeah.
What else,
Uh,
Jeff?
everybody should start on flats and learn proper technique as far as bunny hops and jumps and drops before you're thinking of trying clipless.
I agree with you.
That way you don't even get into bad habits like you have.
What bad habits?
Your bunny hops.
Oh, come on. It's not a bad habit. It's just, I'm looking at, look, I'm like an electron. I just find the easiest path.
Yeah.
Okay, look. No, I agree. I mean, I rode BMX since I was a little kid, and riding BMX since I was, 15, right? And there was no clips on BMX. I learned how to jump. I did all sorts. I mean, I had a Haro Master,
Yeah.
right? I had a Haro Master, and my buddy Scott Spring had a Haro Master. What did you have then? A Narco.
So anyways, we got another beer here. Ready for another beer?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna have another beer here. This is a beer. By the band called Iron Maiden.
This is a Hallowed. Trooper Hallowed. What is this? What kind of beer is this?
Well, what's your point of
Limited edition, Belgium.
Here, give me this.
There we go.
It's a Belgium take by Iron Maiden. I don't know if you guys can see this here. There it is. So anyway, I'm a big Maiden man, and this guy got me into Iron Maiden back in 1990, whatever it was. Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, he likes to brew his beer. Being British, they like their beer. So I brought a couple of limited edition Maiden beers over, and they're not just a marketing thing. I mean, this is proper beer. Why don't you pour it in front of the camera? Will you? Get in that camera! Jesus, come on now.
Nice dark beer.
Now we're gonna celebrate Jeff's birthday. He's 54, 44.
I feel like 54 sometimes.
Yeah, you look.
That's like I said, man. I wish I would have got more serious into this biking like 10 years ago or so. Because man, cheers.
All right, cheers to Iron Maiden.
Cheers to a year and a half of biking so far.
Oh, okay.
No, actually, just over a year. Yeah, just over a year.
And hey, cheers to a great guy giving you guys entertainment, following his lifestyle on the Rich and Famous.
That's really different coming from that other one.
Yeah, much smoother.
Yeah.
Just good beer.
So
What's next? Questions?
just another happy birthday.
This beer is so good.
This guy wishes he was only 54. Jeez.
How old are you? Yeah, 54, 44, 64, whatever.
So we kind of went throughout most of the stuff I wanted to talk about, but one thing I want to talk about, guys, is protective equipment. Because if I show my helmet here, last week out at Blue, I kind of wrapped up my helmet. I don't know if you can see that on there, just the visor. But anyways, I'm thinking I definitely need maybe a better helmet. This one's like just a cheap downhill helmet I picked up for like $100.
It doesn't look cheap.
Well, I mean, it works, but it's not MIPS or it's not advanced. I'm looking maybe at the Bell Super DH.
Let's see this thing.
I don't know what you guys might recommend for a new full face helmet. Also thinking about some sort of a protective vest or undershirt or something like that. Just because, man, when I hit my ribs at Horseshoe there, I don't know, it's like almost 6 weeks ago. Like it still hurts once in a while.
Wow.
And I almost think it was honestly, now that I look back, that gimbal, that plate that I have.
Right.
I think that is what ended up hurting.
Have you went to the doctor?
No.
Well, what happens if you got internal bleeding? You could be dead in a month.
It was 6 weeks ago. I think I'd probably be dead already.
It's too bad he's not dead.
I
What?
honestly don't. I feel fine. It's just every once in a while it hurts a little bit. But
This doesn't fit me.
anyways, just wondering what you guys think for suggestions on helmets, like full face helmets,
Body armor.
body armor.
Do you guys wear body armor going downhill? And if you do, what kind? I mean, okay, all I use is just like a helmet and some gloves, and I wear eye protection because you get it.
And speaking
That's a
of eye
must.
protection, I mean, that's one thing I have.
Hey, put your glasses down over there. Show them.
Yeah, but see, I have a real problem with these.
Why is that?
I don't know. Like I have these
Let me see
glasses here, and they're just not comfortable back here on the back of my ears, and they give me like a headache. And I don't know what you guys wear for glasses on the trail. I don't know if it's a combination of a helmet and the glasses, but I have a big problem wearing glasses with a helmet.
With the helmet?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't seem to have that problem. I mean, you know, but I do know what you mean. Like the helmet makes contact here and digs into your ear. But I've found so many times, almost every time I go riding, I get a twig or a branch. It just
I know, but
right across my eye.
it just gives me a headache like almost instantly wearing those. So I don't know. I got to definitely get some different eyewear of some sort. I mean, with the full face, I use goggles, which is fine. But I tried wearing goggles with my half shell helmet, like just my regular helmet, and it's just weird.
Really?
Yeah. Like I tried, it's just so hot. I don't know.
Why don't you just wear this one?
'Cause it's not.
Turkey Point, boys and girls.
It's too hot.
It is way too hot.
Yeah.
What's next?
So people are
Questions?
just saying, oh, mountain bike advice. He says he's 60. So yeah, he says he wishes it was 54. 60, man. 60
Hey.
and doing this, like thumbs up.
Yeah, big time, man. 60 years old. Where do you live? Good for you.
He also says he's just unboxing his GoPro Hero 7. Can't wait to throw away his gimbal.
The Hero 7. We were just speaking about that.
I can't wait to see what it's like too. I hope the audio is a little bit better because I know the 5 and 6. I mean, you have the 6 and you think the audio is fine, but I noticed a slight difference between that and the Hero 4. And I can't wait to see what the audio sounds like on a 7. That new ultra smooth stabilization looks sweet.
So you don't need a gimbal?
If I could get rid of a gimbal, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
So you don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, let us know.
Supposedly.
Congratulations on that.
Dave
camera.
is saying POC for equipment. POC.
PLC? Nice.
So yeah,
Oh yeah, okay, right on.
check that out.
Do you guys use shin pads or knee pads? I do use knee pads.
I have knee pads and elbow pads. Just Troy Lee ones. They're okay, but they're probably not downhill rated. They're good enough for like.
That reminds me, his crash he had at Kelso.
I was wearing knee pads and it still wrecked my knee.
Yeah, he had knee pads on, and his knee looked like it went through some sort of a blender. He's Josh watching? Josh.
He lives mountain bike advice. Lives in Oregon
Oregon?
in the summer, Arizona in the winter. Wow, that's a pretty sweet combination.
You lucky guy.
And then what? Like so, basically, because Oregon, that's the Pacific Northwest, sort of, right?
I think so.
Like that's Portland, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, we're Canadian.
Yeah.
But Arizona, like that sounds like some pretty awesome mountain biking.
Oh, man.
Arizona and
That would be awesome.
Pacific Northwest.
I would love to live in Arizona.
Yeah.
Scottsdale.
I was actually hoping to go to Whistler this fall, but things didn't quite work out. But honestly, I think I'm gonna go next year, and I'll be a little bit better before hitting up that.
I might join you
crazy
with
shit.
that.
Yeah.
If you pay for my ticket. You heard that? He said yes.
Sunny it softly says he uses a Hero 6 with no gimbal, but he has an external mic. Huh? How does
Hey,
that?
I should try that.
How does that work? External mic? Like, what do you use for an external mic? Just curious.
Yeah, and where do you put it? Like, do you attach it to
Like
where
your
do you-
helmet, or because I was thinking about, like, is it an external mic? Because I thought about using like a lavalier mic or whatever, and maybe putting it on my helmet or something. But
Sure.
It
Yeah.
just seems a lot.
As long as you
a
have
lot of
like
work.
some sort of a.
But the Hero 4, honestly, for picking me up, it picks me up fine. Like it
Yeah.
sounds clear.
No, it sounds fine. I mean, I have the Hero 6. I don't use it as much as I should, but.
I love the Trek Roscoe 8. Need to make another video of it. For sure, man. And we mentioned the Suicide Hill video. That was actually with the Roscoe.
Yeah,
So,
it is. It
I'm
is.
still riding it.
He is. I don't think he's gonna sell it, guys. Don't worry. He'll keep it forever. I mean, he might even pick up another bike. Right?
Not maybe next year. Not that. Maybe a fat bike. I don't know. Never mind. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're pretty much wrapped up. We've been going for about an hour now. I don't know.
For an hour. Hey, guys. Yeah. You know.
Probably
What
not
else?
much.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? I mean, we're getting kind of. We have rain for the next
Yeah.
week.
That sucked. We were supposed to go down to Turkey Point today for their Fall Ripper event, and it was just shitty weather.
Yeah, it's just
It was rainy all
rain.
day,
It's miserable.
and it never really even cleared. I thought it might clear up this afternoon, but it never did.
never
I don't know if
did.
anybody actually got down to Turkey Point for the Fall Ripper, but
Yeah.
riding around in mud and wetness is not really what I want to do.
No,
so,
especially on his birthday.
yeah.
Uh,
So we were gonna head down, and it would have been cool, but yeah, I'm looking at the forecast. It's not.
Doesn't look good, and you know we're coming up to October. There's not much biking days left, I guess. You know?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to stick to this schedule of one video a week, but hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, I can keep that up in the winter. That might be tricky because I
Well,
don't know what we're gonna be riding.
he can do other stuff in the winter. I mean, just do blobs like this, right?
Yeah.
Come hang out with people like me. Super
Yeah.
cool guys. Gender. Okay.
Dave says I should buy a downhill bike.
Dave, buy it.
Yeah.
That's our advice.
No, he says I should buy a downhill.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna do enough downhill stuff. I mean, I like the rain.
I think the rain is fine for him. You know, like it's like, do you want him to die? He's already dying on this thing.
Although speaking of the rain on Downhill Park, I did take it to Blue last weekend, and I don't know, it was a weird combination of factors. Half the park was closed because of rain, so a lot of the more advanced trails were closed. There was a race on the Sunday, so there was a lot of like really advanced riders practicing for the race the next day. So I felt very overwhelmed, I think,
okay.
with these riders who were like way like heads and tails above my ability, going down like the blue rated trails and stuff because they couldn't ride anything else.
Right. So you just felt like the peer pressure.
I felt a lot of peer pressure.
It was like high school all over again.
And yeah, you'll see the video in a few weeks when I post it, but I had some like stupid crashes with the rain, and it was just like stupid trying to just go a little bit faster than I was comfortable with because I felt like I needed to keep that speed up because I had the guys coming like right behind me.
Yeah.
So I needed to.
So you weren't really having fun.
Well, I just felt like I was trying to go faster than I felt comfortable going, just because I was trying to make sure I wasn't
I understand.
Wasn't in anybody's way.
Yeah.
And then I crashed like stupidly like twice in a row, and that's where I wrecked not wrecked, that's where I broke the visor on my helmet. So yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I actually feel like I was a little more comfortable last time I went there with the Roscoe, but again, there was like nobody there that day, and it was a lot more relaxed. I could go my own pace.
So it wasn't really the bike.
No, I don't think so.
It was just kind of like it was just the
Yeah.
theater of that event.
But it was kind of disheartening because I was so looking forward to going to Blue Mountain in the rain, right?
I know, that's why you bought it.
Yeah, but then it just, the different factors there made it, just pushing myself a little bit too hard, but
That's fine.
I'll get there.
Hey,
eventually.
we should mention real quick about tires.
Yes.
Because you had a problem with your new set of tires.
I don't have a problem with them. They're just heavy. I mean, I DHR on the Trek, and it's great for going downhill and stuff. But if I'm riding that bike around like Hydrocut or somewhere, definitely notice the difference over the Rock and Rons. Like
Do you guys find that with your?
well, they
similar set?
probably still sticking to the stock tires.
Oh yeah, that's
You don't really notice it until you get away from the stock tires.
right.
I definitely think the Rocket Rons are faster rolling tires.
Probably. Yeah,
But
probably are. Matt.
I don't know, right?
Well, that guy, Clint, on YouTube, he says that they have more rolling resistance than the
Baldy?
yeah, knobby knits.
Yeah.
Knobby knits or high rollers? What do you guys think? Knobby knits or high roller 2? What do you think?
I don't know.
Let us know.
I'm a big Maxxis fanboy, I'll admit it.
Yeah.
I just love the way Maxxis tires
It's
work.
America versus Germany. Where was that before? Sounds familiar. All right, moving on.
What do we got here?
No more questions? Guys,
Happy
come on.
birthday, ride fast and send it, thanks.
What's your favorite trail system in southwestern Ontario?
Dave says I'll die happy if I get a downhill bike.
Well, Dave, don't talk about death right now, man. You got a long time
And he
to
also
live.
says knobby necks suck.
Okay, good to know. Why do they suck? Let me know.
The outdoorsman says high roller 2s.
High roller 2s? Okay, good. Let me know, because I got high rollers 2 right now. Thinking about swapping. I don't know if I should. Let me know. You know, some people say that.
I'd stick with your high rollers until they wear out, until you need to replace
But
them.
then what do I do? Get same? Do I get high rollers again?
I would definitely, if I were you, this is just my opinion, because you have just the regular high roller 2s. They're not.
They're not 3C.
They're not 3C. I'd get the 3C ones.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I think that's. I don't know. We've been going for an hour.
Yeah.
Well, maybe wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up.
But guys, just want to say thanks for. We got. I don't know. We have 12 people watching, but I think at one point we had 20 people watching. That's not bad for the first time ever going live. Hoping to do more of these. What do we got here?
We had a bit of a technical problem. Hey, are we gonna play our outro?
Yes.
Is that just the end of the song?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. Mothball.ca, guys.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, thanks for everybody subscribing to the channel. We're at 550 something subscribers right now. Climbing faster. Can't wait. My personal goal is to get to 1,000. I don't know. That's kind of my where I'd like to get to.
Man, I have I think 12 on mine.
But yeah, thanks guys, and yeah, I guess we'll just play out the intro.
Yeah, we'll play out an intro
the
song.
outro.
Hey, tell us a little about that intro song.
Well, it's a song. Like I said. Hold on one second.
It's called Blackbird.
We got one more question before we go here.
All right, go ahead. One last question, boys and girls, and the question is:
can you explain the hub end cap situation on the Roscoe? Okay, so basically, the quick release, or not the quick release, the boost on the Roscoe is a Boost 141, which is kind of a weird standard, although it's not as weird as it was because
it was standard years ago.
Not the 141, not Boost.
Oh.
This is the Boost 141. Trek has it. Norco is using it. A couple other people are using it. I think the new Giant, what's their Fathom? I think is using it.
I thought it was 142.
No, it's one. Well, yeah, it's one. The regular boost axle is 148. Right?
Yeah, today's now, but now it's 153, right?
No, it's one. I don't know, but
I think there's 153 coming up now. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Anyways, most bikes like the Giant Rain and the Trance and a lot of bikes are 148 boost rear end. The Trek is a 141 quick release, so it's got a quick release, which isn't maybe ideal, especially on a full suspension bike. You might not like having that, but on a hardtail, I don't think it really matters.
Well, my Trance did not have a quick release. It's just
it's a through axle.
Yeah.
So basically, anyways, to get down to what we're jibber jabbering on about here is the 141 is just basically a variation of the 148 boost. It just has a different end cap to convert it to 141. So like with the Hope Pro 4 hub that I got, I ordered a conversion kit. And I basically just popped off the 148 end caps and popped on the 141 quick release end caps, and that was it. It worked. So the 141 boost is a 148 axle, like a 148 hub with 141 end caps. So that makes sense.
Why would they do that?
It's exactly the same hub.
So the dropout spacing is still 148.
Yes, it's just by converting it to the quick release, it makes it 141.
Ah, okay, makes sense. Weird.
It's exactly the same hub.
So it's the same size.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Good question, by the way. Wow.
Dave says ride soon for sure, man. We got to do that. Hoping maybe Windrock the end of the month. We talked about that. That might be way above my pay grade, but
what the hell is that?
It's in Tennessee.
Ooh,
Downhill.
sounds fun.
Scary. Yeah.
For you. For
Let's
me.
see. Congrats on the subscription rise and happy birthday.
Yay!
Thanks a lot, guys. What do we got? Leave the High Roller 2 on your bike because there's a fast rolling aggressive tire for sure.
High Roller 2 it is. That's it. It's Dan. Thanks.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
We're
guys.
gonna wrap this up. So
final
birthday cheers.
Final cheers. We'll play a little music for you for a couple seconds and we'll head out.
All right, we'll get this set up. We'll fire up the outro song. All right. Where did I put my guitar pick?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
It was really fun talking to you guys. You know, I should be. Maybe I'll join you on every single video,
All right.
or maybe not.
All right, so we're just doing the outro.
Okay, so 3, 2. See you later, boys and girls.
Woo! All right. How do I end this?
I don't know.